Alright, so no introductions or introductions again for the third time this night, because I don't know when you guys are going to see this, 2026 or the end of 2026. So this is probably going to be 2 months old by the time you see this, so regardless if you see it or not, it'll be great, but if not, that's what I do. If any of you guys truly care about my stuff, you truly care about rats, derriere about myself, please like, share, comment, hit the bell notification. Truly, you have a rat's lucky foot, rabbit's lucky foot about myself. Subscribe. I can always just say my fellow awesome, just in case the YouTube algorithm unfortunately unsubscribe to you to my channel. Please come back to me again, just in case the YouTube algorithm screwed you over with my fellow amazing, my fanatics, my fans, my day one people, my original audience retention people, my watchers, my viewers, my people that were there supporting for day freaking one. You guys are the absolute goats, greatest of all time peoples out there. Couldn't have done it without you, man. And for anyone that's brand new to the channel, happen to stumble upon the video or any of my other social media accounts, seeing my channel and my reaction stuff for the first time, it'd be great if you come along with this journey and adventure with me. That'd be absolutely amazing. It's absolute freaking heck. If you come along with this journey with me, like this adventure with me, possibly maybe forever, question mark. And if not, you know, this is a one and done thing. You're never going to see me ever again. I get it. It's totally understandable. 60, 70 million, 4 or 5 billion of the people you could be watching out there besides me. It's totally understandable. Water under the bridge, it's all gravy, it's all classy, it's all flashy. Totally understand. No harm done, no foul. Not trying to make you guys feel uncomfortable and twist your guys' arms. You have to stay sub to my channel. You don't have to. You can just watch it for fun entertainment. You can just put me in the background at 2x speed. I totally get it. Totally humble, content with that. I'm humbleized with that shit. No, anyways. I know I said I wasn't going to do more Marvel Rival stuff, but I thought this one was very nostalgic. It was absolutely heck, had that 80s, early, mid-late 90s, early 2000s version of like Fox Kids X-Men. And the one they did like with Disney 2021, 2022, or I think it was 2022 or 2023, so like 3 or 4.5 years ago, or 5 years ago at the most. When they did X-Men 1997 or X-Men 1988, had that vibe. So it says I'm official Rogue, tempted to touch character trailer reveal. I know this thing is pretty much like Overwatch and Apex Legends and Valorant. I don't really give a shit about those type of freaking video games. So maybe if I would have been Gen Zer instead of a Gen Millennial, I would have played the shit out of that over and over and over and over and over. I mean, I did play a little bit of the first Overwatch, but after 2-3 months, I got bored of it. The same with what was it called? PUBG. I used to play that a lot, even before it got popular. Shit, in 2018-19, I was playing it for about 5-6 years instead of just freaking 2-3 months. I don't mean because the older you get, I'm not gonna say, oh, well, just video games are for kids and teenagers and not for old people. It could still be for old people too. You know, I guarantee you, Gen Alpha's I can just give me like a grandpa or grandma or something like that, or grandparent or something, and that old ass age. And Gen Z will probably see them as either an old person or their older brother or older sister. I don't know, just an older sibling in general. So yeah, without wasting your guys' time. And I'm just going to jump into it, but before we jump into this reaction, I got 3 other news articles I want to talk about. Last one's for December 2025 too, so by the time you guys see this one, it's going to be way irrelevant as heck, but right now, they're still kind of like, you know, relevant right now. But one of them's super sad, and then the other 2 are really, really awesome ass news in my opinion. So, and one of them deserves it too, even though some people are going to be upset about it. Other people are going to be not giving a crap about it, so yeah. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Let's jump into it. It's real short as heck. Rouge the Bat, Rogue. I want to keep calling her Rogue the Bat instead of Rouge the Bat. It's not for Sonic the Hedgehog. That's from X-Men. I don't know if her or Kitty Pryde were always the same one from that 2002 movie from X-Men 1, 2, and 3. The one that had the younger version of Hugh Jackman in there back in the day. And the dude that ended up being a Sonic the Hedgehog. The one that's like, oh, the Officer Donut guy. The one that played Cyclops when he was younger. And then the other chick, I think her name was Faminka or Faminka K or Faminka K. She had a real thick, like, European name. I think she was, like, born in Germany or Russia somewhere. I don't know. Alright, let's go. Let's not wasting time. Let's really get into this bad boy. Let's go. It should be fun. I hope she's still pretty. Yeah.
Your girl Rogue is ready for action.
Oh, damn. She's really, really cute as fuck. Okay.
Darling.
Oh, I thought she had like a Brazilian Latina accent. She has a southern accent from the south. Okay. That's like she did in the 90s. I forgot about that. From like Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Texas. They gave her a rap with That's funny if they did. Alright. Well, she has 4 or 5 different, like, special attacks. Alright. Oh, that's
Better
decent.
watch out.
It's alright.
I'm feeling a little touchy today.
Uh-oh. Means he's gonna be taking someone out. Oh. Alright. So she has like a... She has like a freaking anger mode or whatever.
Right, sugar.
Oh. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Oh, freaking
It's
hell.
time.
That's pretty smooth as hell. Hold on one sec. Well, so I always do say in this one's overall thoughts, views, opinions, hot takes, vibes, feels, unhinged, spicy takes, wild takes, crazy unhinged thoughts, unhinged takes, harsh broad opinions, tipping my scales, world views, bullet point scales, and of course, there's always speculation, top of the hand, top of the dome, top of the brain, top of the cranium. My vibes on that, my feelings about the shit, and the good shit too. See, this is the thing. I don't know if it's the ones that from China. I don't know if it's Tencent or the other games like Epic Games or Tenscent Games or the other one like NetEase. That's the ones that ends up owning the NetEase, the one that a lot of these Chinese companies that still make like how they did in the 90s and 2000s before the late 2010s came around. Everything just became socially political wokeism. The whole culture war shit started being a thing, and just had a super anorexics or bulimic people or real fat, ugly girls or whatever that were taking over everything from like 2018 to 2024, maybe this year, 2026, who knows? God forbid. I hope that shit's way past way under 2024 at this point. But yeah, they made her a super pretty hot girl, just like how the other two were. Like the one that was I forgot her name. I know that other girl, Emily Yu or Emery Chu, not Emery Chu, like Emmy, whatever. No, the one that was like, the one that's that one chick or whatever does a lot of like freaking reactions to stuff and a whole bunch of like cosplays. Everyone, you gotta know that one girl was, especially John Zero. They definitely gotta know who she was. My God. What was I gonna say about it? Yeah, she did this one character. I think his name was something Snow. She was really beautiful. Second that version, man, real gorgeous chef's kiss. It was like dripping gold and diamonds, like super beautiful as hell in the eyes, man. And then there's another one that kind of looked like Android 18, but it was Emma Frost. That one was real pretty as heck. And another super beautiful one, like the Squirrel Girl was really pretty as heck. And I'm just looking at. I'm talking about not just the fan art, the R34 hentai sentai shit. Like that one was still nice too, obviously. I look for research purposes, obviously. But with Rogue, I forgot. I don't know her name was Rouge or Rogue. I think I always called her Rouge instead of Rogue, because both of those words always look the same. I don't know. There's always those two ways of saying it. If it's Rogue, that's cool, but if it's Rouge, it's the same thing anyway. So other than that, it was nice. Yeah, and like the attacks and defense, special defense, special attacks, whatever that they use for Marvel Rivals. I don't know if it's, like I said, it's kind of like a copycat clone of what Overwatch 2 and Apex Legends and Valorant and all these other like battle royale games usually are. Which I usually give zero shits or craps about those type of games that much per se, but I like watching a little bit of it when it comes to like, they don't call them Let's Plays or gameplays anymore. I just watch it on this one dude's channel called Gamer's Small Little Playground. So there's that. I used to watch a lot of the stuff in gameplay there. It looks really cool as hell. It looks beautiful. It looks amazing. So they're not trying to push no gender ideologies or bullshit beliefs, ideologies, or no political stuff on there. I haven't seen zero, zilch, nada, anything about politics on this Marvel Rivals thing. So maybe that's the reason it's become super ultra successful since November, December 2024, aka been almost 2 years or 2.5 years since the thing came out, and that's why it's still super ultra successful as shit IP. I mean, I don't know if they have a lot of DLC, looter, shooter, gotcha mechanics. If they do, that's kind of crap. But if they don't, that's great. You're taking it back to the 90s and 2000s where we didn't have to spend a shitload of extra money and extra DLC and extra loot boxes on stuff over and 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 over fucking over again. You know? Like, so if they go back to those old ways, that'd be great. But the more and more popular video games get every month, every year, the more mainstream they come, the more they're just gonna want to squeeze, the corporations are gonna squeeze more money out of you, you know. So probably never gonna go back to that way it was in the 90s and 2000s. I was still growing up as a kid and teenager at the time, so those days are probably dead and gone, unfortunately. By the time 2032 or 2033 comes around, maybe 2035 at the latest, a lot of like physical content stuff is gonna be gone. It's all gonna be digitized, or just in VR. And that's it. You'll never be own nothing like that evil piece of shit from the Illuminati devil worshiper Mason said. Like Klaus Schwab says, "Oh, you'll own nothing, but you'll be happy." Like I still wouldn't be happy, you know. It is what it is, though. So I need my old school physical tangibility stuff to stay more happier. And virtually it looks nice, but you'll never own it because these companies and corporations, once everything goes 100 billion% digital, like all those video games that do really good or really bad, the second that ends up flopping, they're probably going to erase those games forever, and you're never going to be able to play them. You'll never have them on a backup hard drive or any of that stuff, or a Raspberry Pi or any of that stuff. It'll be a thing of the past. It'll be one day, and the next day, it'll be like it never existed. Unfortunately, Gen Alpha and Gen Omega, they're not going to understand that fucking concept. Maybe a few Gen Zers might understand it, but if you're an old school millennial like I was, and you played old school physical games, whether it was on a CD or a cartridge or any of that, you know that feeling of having your own freaking shit. They can never take that away from you. None of these corporations or companies are going to go to your house and say, oh yeah, by the way, we need that console, or we need that freaking CD, or we need that freaking microchip back, or we need that freaking memory stick back, or we need that cartridge back. They're not gonna do that because you already paid for your whole thing. You paid your dues for your fucking stuff, your taxes and all that, and bills and all that, and you paid the freaking thing for the game already. The price charge it. So it's gonna be sad when that day comes, unfortunately. Oh yeah, that's all I said for now on that, and let's get into the 3 little bits of news I want to talk about real quick. Hold on. Okay, so unfortunately, I had some real extra sad news here. It's from the Daily Mail. I heard about this like a week or 2.5 weeks ago. By the time you guys see this, it's probably gonna be 6 or 7 weeks old. I don't know, or it might have been 2 weeks ago. Depends if I uploaded in December, on New Year's Eve, or it's gonna be January 21st, or 22nd, or 23rd. I don't know. So it says, Taylor Chase, Nickelodeon's co-star Devin Werkheiser, says he's, quote, heartbroken to see the former child actor and living homeless on the streets of Los Angeles, LA, and caught in, quote, unbelievably challenging situations. Comes from a lot of people. Wow. Jason Chester, assistant show business editor, and Adam S. Levy, U.S. senior showman, business reporter, Laura Parnabe, U.S. senior news reporter. So got to credit those three. Oh yeah, view discretion by the dude. He looks really fucked up, and he's the same age as me as I am right now. He's 36, like how I am, and I never really watched the Ned's Declassified School for Survival. I didn't really care about that show because at the time I was more into animation and anime and a lot of claymation stuff and a lot more like stuff from like old school BattleBot stuff. And the only time I cared about IRL shit, unless it had to do with like Dave Chappelle from the Chappelle Show, or like it had something to do with like the Tim and Eric Show, or Robot Chicken, or even had to do with like, you know, like stuff from like Bernie Mac Show, or a couple like black African American sitcoms, or Latino shit like George Lopez Show, or the Bernie Mac Show, or and one other show that used to be real big in the mid 2000s, like Everybody Hates Chris. Like stuff like that. Those are the only times I kind of like watched live action sitcoms. Other than that, I don't really care too much about live action. Because Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network, the only 2 reasons I ever watched is because I wanted to watch fucking cartoons, not real life live action people doing stuff. And the only time I used to like that in the 90s or 2000s was either all that, the Amanda Show, Drake and Josh, and maybe like the first season or second season, even though I was like 17 and 19. I was like way out of that age group because I know my younger sibling used to like watching it. The whole iCarly show, and that was probably it. Anyways, yeah, that's not him before. That was another dude. This is how he was before. I'll show you the other picture of how he used to look before when those drugs and alcohol screwed him up, man. Real bad. That was how he was before a child actor star, man. He looked so much more cleaner at the time. There was another picture of him where he's more sober as an adult. I didn't know that. And I'm like, man, look what that shit does to you, man. Oh my god, it's sad as hell. But I'll read like maybe 2 paragraphs of it, and that's it. It says actor Devin Werkheiser spoken of his heartbreak after Nickelodeon co-star Tyler Chase was found living homeless in the streets of Los Angeles. Chase, who played Martin Queerly on Ned's Declassified, yep, that's what I was talking about, Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide of 2000s, in the 2000s, was captured in a recent social media video on the onlooking recognizing former actors sleeping rough. Oh, I thought he was 36, not 34. They said he was 36. He started alongside Chase and Ned Bigby on the hit Nickelodeon show, since broken the silence after viewing the trouble online. This reminds me of Amanda Bynes and the other dude who was on That's So Raven. The one that was the little black Moreno kid. Not Raven Simone or the one, the Cory Booker, the Cory in the House. Not him. Orlando, I don't know if it was Orlando Bloom or Orlando Jones. Orlando Brown. Like, those two ended up being like drug addicts and alcoholics, man. This makes me so happy, like I said before, in 1,000 other video content reaction videos and before that. I'm so freaking blessed. I did not decide to try to be a Hollywood actor, a Hollywood producer, or a Hollywood music artist. I probably would have been up on the streets doing a bunch of crack cocaine and a bunch of heroin and all this other shit, and I probably would have bugged the hell out of my fucking mind if I would have wanted that type of like pathway in life. I probably would have been sucking some dudes you know what just for get another hit of that crack. So, and this is why I'm damn near lucky that God didn't want me to try to be like an actor or entertainer, music artist or comedian or any of that shit, because I probably would have fell on real bad times of how this fortunate kid happened to him. So it also goes on to say, he told TMZ Taylor was a sensitive, sweet kid and kind kid. It's heartbreaking to see him this way. I haven't seen Taylor, that was a Taylor, not Taylor. Almost 20 years since the show ended. Anyone who has dealt with a severe addiction, has deep mental health issues, knows unbelievably challenging situation if they don't want help. It's an everyday uphill battle to course correct, requires tons of other support and patience at a time. Like, the dude's crazy, man. And even says right there, it's a POV you run into your former child star didn't Nickelodeon. That's crazy, man. And those are the kids. I know they all grew up. These three, I've seen how they look nowadays. They look sober. They look clean. I think these two ended up actually. It's funny because in the show, like, I can't zoom in on that. Damn. I don't know if I could like preview it real quick. Hold on. Yeah, these two right here. These two ended up getting married in real life because they were supposed to be boyfriend girlfriend on the show. I think, I don't know. So I watched this other dude. Got to give a shout out to him if I remember to put it on my links to the description box below. I might put it in the description if I remember. There's a dude named Connor the Waffle. I know he talked about how much of a nostalgia child, because he's a little bit younger than I am. I think he's like 31 or 32, so he definitely grew up with this thing way more than I did. So he's young enough to be my little brother. So Connor the Waffle, like, I know he grew up watching this, so to see that other thing, whatever, the other guy, how he became, it's sad because these three ended up being really, really sober. They didn't, hopefully they didn't touch any drugs or alcohol or any of that stuff, because there's a lot of screwed up horror stories about when it comes to way back in the late 1970s and again the 80s before I was born till the 1990s and the 2000s, 2010s. Like, there is so many scary, fucked up ass horror stories about what child stars end up going through. It's like the most harshest thing in the world. Even though they're getting lots and lots of money, they're getting a lot of fame, they're getting a lot of attention, like mentally and spiritually, they go through like the most heinous, torturous shit from what I heard in the world. They don't get to have a normal childhood. They don't get to get friends in high school or middle school or college. Like, all that's like doesn't exist for them. So at least I was able to have a normal upbringing childhood. Like, I got to go to middle school, high school, have friends, have buddies, you know. Luckily I got, you know, laid for the first time my senior year of high school, which I'm not going to say who that was because I don't want to like mess them, their not career, but mess up their reputation or any of that. But yeah, it was great. It was a good time. I had a good role on it. I had the best time of my life. Community college even better. University, high school, not a university, but a real high prestigious university. It was a bitch to deal with, but I got through that too. One of the best, greatest, beautiful ass nostalgia of memories I'll ever have. But these ones, when it comes to the stars, like, they will never have that type of unfortunate experience like how I did. So there's that. So it's a fortune. So hopefully this kid, whatever he is now, like he's 36 years old, and they'll say he's 34. I hope he ends up getting the right help he needs, because I heard this one other dude, I don't know if it was a TikTok or Instagram kick, YouTube star, or celebrity dude or influencer. He tried to like help him out. He got him like a 3 or 4 months worth of free Blaze brick pizza in Cali over there. Which, by the way, I don't like brick pizza. I tried it before. That thing tastes like crap. They should have gave him a better one from like, I don't know, Papa Murphy's, Papa John's, or I don't know, Domino's Pizza instead. I don't know. Or whatever else is out in California. Some of the things that come out in California, sometimes they're in Vegas over here, and other times they just stay over in Cali, and that's it. But dude, it's just as sad as fuck to see the dude and somebody you grew up with. He's just like a crack cocaine drug addict, and they try to get him the help he needed. But I think he ended up putting like a microwave inside of like the bathtub, and he broke a whole bunch of holes in the wall. He was just unhinged as fucking hell, dude. There's just stuff like that, but like the people that are influencers are not gonna be able to help them. There was even another one I saw him. I think I saw this as like an Asmongold live stream thing or whatever. Because I don't watch them all the time, but I watch them once every month or two. And there's this dude who was like trying to pray, like, in the name of Jesus, I ask you to get all the demons out of this guy. In the name of Father, God, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Let us bless that name, kingdom come, and will be done in heaven. Release the demons that are torturing this young man. Like, make him go back to normal. And I pray, and earth us, and in the Heavenly Father's name, I pray, amen. Like, I don't know if he was doing that for clout. I hope he meant it. I really hope he knows what it was, because I've seen people, I've known people like that when I used to go to church in high school and college a little bit. I knew how some people were. Sometimes they acted really super fake. They act real nice to you in front of you, but behind closed doors, they're talking a lot of crap about you. They're like the fakest pieces of shit in the world, unfortunately. So I hope he wasn't doing that for clout, and I really hope he was really trying to save this dude's life, man. Because you're just doing that for social media clout. You should be a damn fucking shame of yourself if you did that. I'm just saying. Just hopefully he gets the help he needs. I know it's a lot longer than I wanted to talk about that one. Then the second one here. Good news if you're a Sony fan, or bad news, I don't know. This comes from Sammy Barker. Rumor PlayStation 6, PS6 could be delayed due to RAM prices. Chaos. Rampage. That's all they did there. I'm only going to read a little bit of this, so not writing the whole thing. Sony hasn't even announced the PS6 yet, so there's nothing for it to officially delay. However, the company has acknowledged that the next console and tech roundabouts partner with AMD, and all the signs have been pointing to a late 2027 release. So maybe year after next, I don't know, or the end of next year. But Insider Gaming reports that the current RAM apocalypse could be about to scupple plans and delay the system in its internally intended window. Again, the PS6, aka PlayStation 6, has been officially announced, or hasn't been officially announced. So there's nothing to delay, but it's possible that the platform holder may be forced to rethink its plans internally. There's a little bit there if you want to read all that. There's that. Whatever Sony Japan's going to do, because even though there's Sonys all over the world, the Sony Japan is the one that has the last final word. When they're going to put the PlayStation 6 out, I don't know. Probably not going to give a shit about it, but by then, I don't know if it's going to be the end of the real world or apocalypse Armageddon. I don't know what's going to happen in 2028, 2030. I have no idea. Hell, I don't even know what's going to happen this year, 2026. We're literally just barely in the first day. So there's that as well. So, God willing, no EMP attack or WWE3 or civil battle ends up happening. God forbid. But if it does, like I always do say, it'll be a pleasure. It was a pleasure, like, entertaining you guys with this reaction stuff videos. I'm going to miss the hell out of you if there was an electric power failure grid that happened for 10, 20, 30, 50, 500 years. Unless it was just for 2-3 weeks and I'll be back not too long from now. It is what it is. And then the last little bit of news. I don't know, some people would probably say this is good news or bad news. For me, this is chef's kiss news, honestly. This one's from Hinduism Times. This face-killing controversy was going on. The members' release comes from Thatcher Deb. And this other one from Esports Advice. This says, FaZe Media experiences hard reset. Majority to the organization's top creators walks away from FaZe claims. Comes from James Fudge. Literally yesterday, December 30th. So it's 2 days ago now. I'll read a little bit of these things, not all of it though. Christmas holiday, FaZe Media lost majority topics, essentially marketing the organization around with a new lineup of stars following the brand's acquisition by FaZe Clan co-founder Ricky Benson, aka FaZe Banks, and DraftKings co-founder and principal investor Matt Kalish in late March. According to the multiple social media posts, FaZe's creator FaZe Adept, Jason Oween, Stable, Ronaldo, Lucy, Rage. I don't know who any of these other ones are. Lucy, Rage, or Silky. Probably some Gen Z or Gen Alpha kids. I have no idea who the fuck they are. And the other left a company last week, right before Christmas, following the month's negotiation with Kalish and his new creator agency Heartscope. According to the report on Bloomberg, Kalish gave FaZe Clan creators the option of joining the newly launched creator agency or going independent. A majority of those creators opted to step away from the organization last week. Kalish told Bloomberg that the current FaZe Media business's model was, quote, unsustainable, hence the need to sign creators' contracts under Heartscope. Some reporters claim that Heartscope wanted to pay the overall revenue to firm of the privilegers of using the FaZe brand, but the esports advocate could not independently confirm those reports. There's more there if you want to read that. I'll show you the picture in a minute. In those reports, Ricky Banks Benston, who stepped down from his role as the CEO of FaZe Clan in July following the allegations of engaging in crypto scams, described his former clansmate as ungrateful. He claims that, quote, they received the free accommodations of the FaZe mansion, among other perks, as a part of being without the organization, but shared no revenue with the organization. FaZe Esports is unaffected. Oddly enough, FaZe Clan's official X announced on Monday that it will change its focus to esports going forward. And this is the one that said it. I don't know if it was the FaZe manager, because he said he stepped down. He's not a part of it no more. So whoever else is running it, I really don't give a shit. Doesn't matter. It's heartbreaking to see this era of FaZe Clan come to a close. It's beyond tragic the way it all ended, but it's been an emotional few days. We wish the boys the best for not only as creators, but as people too. FaZe has always felt like family, so we will always have unconditional roots for. You guys can read the rest on Twitter X, I don't care. The thing I never liked about this group is, oh my god. These guys, if any of you guys remember those stupid asshole fucking goddamn like old creators like from back in the day, like Make Me Bad Jimmy or It's Fred, or dudes like the old school PewDiePie, how it used to be. It used to be such annoying pieces of crap, dude. From 2005 or 6 to 2012, even though granted YouTube was a lot more freer, you could post whatever you want. Even the other two guys, only two I liked out of those things was like these two Filipino Hawaiian dudes. Like if any of you guys remember, this is how old as shit I am. If you remember Niga Higa, the Hawaiian dude, and this Filipino dude, I forgot what his name was, but Kev Jumba. If any of you guys remember, and then this other Filipina chick, her name was Happy Slip. Those are the only three I thought that were really, really funny to watch back in the day. Everyone else that was some other dude that was just had a stupid Alvin or Children's. Those freaking sucks, dude. Those were one of the most fucking annoying pieces of garbage. I just wish that didn't exist. That they would drop dead, I would not give a fuck about them the day after. I wouldn't care. I'm sorry, I wouldn't. I know for maybe a couple Gen Zers, they probably were real happy when they see dudes like, I don't know, Jacksepticeye and PewDiePie and Markiplier played a lot of their games in early late 2010s and all that, but I didn't grow up with watching them. I mean, I seen them a couple times here and there when they had like a crazy, insane virality of memes and all that stuff. The ones I used to like watching was these other three. They're not even on YouTube anymore. This other dude, ironically, two of them were black, and this other dude was a Hispanic dude. His name was Derek Vlogs. This fool was funny as heck. And then this other dude was like this Ecuadorian dude from. He didn't grow up that far away from New York City either. I think he was like from Queens or the Bronx or Brooklyn, but he was born as Ecuadorian. This dude, I forgot his fucking name. I think his name was Kevin G or something G. Frank G Legend. He was cool as fuck too. I thought he was the shit back in 2009, 2012. He was like not an older brother, because I think we were around the same age. He might have been 1 or 2 years younger than me, but he was a funny ass motherfucker, that dude. He really was. And the other two black guys is this dude named Acer the Comic, or Acer the Comic, like Kevin Kraft. Like, those dudes were really funny as fuck back in the late 2000s, early 2010s. Like, nowadays you don't really get that type of peoples anymore. I mean, you do. And you get a lot of these family YouTube channels that are really annoying as fuck. I do not care about those at all. They annoy the living crap out of me. And if I was a mother or father, there's no way in hell I'd be showing my son or daughter's face for the whole world to see, because I don't know what type of creep-ass, scary motherfuckers that are out there, like PDF files. You have no idea who the fuck is watching videos. You know, they're sick-assy child you-know-whats that are out there, and they're looking at your kids, and they, oh, that looks really nice, you know. I would never do that as a father in the future. If I ever became a dad in the future, there's no way I'm gonna have my kids in any of my freaking videos. That's just gonna be for me and me alone. That's it. Not for anyone else. But no, granted, I'll be way less unfortunate video content as I become a father or parent, so I won't have as much time to spend with you guys. So hopefully you would understand that. And I know the other one. It's just these dudes annoy the crap out of me, man. So if they end up going away forever, I don't care. I don't give a shit. Good fucking riddance. And it's just all about the wealth of materials. Like, you know how Andrew Tate was with Tristan Tate? Like, you gotta be your own boss, be your own man, have that sexy hot car, have this flashy materialism shit. They always rubbed me the wrong way with FaZe Clan. It was just, it annoyed the crap out of me, man. It was just about a bunch of flashy wealth and material and gold chains and all this other like wealth and materialism that, yeah, it's gonna make you happy for a certain extent, but after a while, it's not gonna last forever. Eventually, it's gonna go away. Are you gonna be like a 45, 50, 70-year-old dude still saying, "Oh yeah, we're Faith Clan, bro. You need to join the clan, bro. Every day, bro. We're goated out here, bro. We're so fresh kids, bro. Like, it's so stupid as hell. It's so fucking retarded. So dumb, man. Like, it's stuff like that makes me like never have hope with humanity, because you're just caring about wealth, materials, and how many girls are you fucked and had sex with and all that, and how many this and that. Like, oh, I got this bitch, I got this car, I got this girl. I don't give a fuck, man. Fucking, unless shit, when you're dead, you're not gonna be able to take none of that crap with you at all. Period. Bad news for you. It's not gonna last forever. Eventually, there's gonna be some other younger kid in the younger generation that's gonna take over your spot, and they're not gonna know who the hell you are in 10, 15 more years from now, less, 3 or 5 years from now. Old TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch fame, Kick fame, Instagram fame, or what else out there? Snapchat, if that's still a thing, I don't know. Or Twitter X, like sort of clout you have. It's gonna be gone within like 3 to 5, 10 years tops, and then there's gonna be somebody else that takes your position. So you're not gonna have that fame for the rest of your life. It'll be gone faster than that, because internet fame is very, very short, super short lived. There's always gonna be somebody more younger, more popular, more better looking than you. Plus, with VTubers on top of that, and physical IRL people ain't gonna be a thing anymore. It's just gonna be all this really hot female virtual VTuber girls that take over all that shit later. And it's gonna be crazy because they could stay young, beautiful, and youthful forever. Even if they end up being a 70, 80, 90-year-old, beat that grandma lady, or some of them that are guys, for the very few that are dudes out there, or old grandpas or whatever, they can still look young and beautiful, and they probably use a voice changer to make themselves sound young. And the thing is, that's sad about that, is that nobody's gonna know how old as shit they look like. I mean, by the time they're 70, 80 years old, I'm probably gonna be gone, because I'll probably be in the dirt. Hopefully I made it to heaven by then. I'm not in the lake of fire or hell, God forbid. But it is what it is. So I never gave a shit about them. I'm glad they're gone forever. I don't care if the esports one still exists, but at least the shit on YouTube and Twitch and Instagram is all dead. And I hope to God they never make a comeback or any of that shit again. It's a dude that was face bangs. Even I didn't know the dude IRL. It's just, he always had this real nasty shithead, like douchebag, cocksucking faggot, sort of like weird, like sort of evil, nasty vibe I got from the dude, man. I never liked his eyes. He felt like how Keemstar and the other fools were in the mid-late 2010s, like a bunch of fake dudes that thought they were hard shit, but in reality they're a bunch of pussy dudes that probably wouldn't even try to fight you IRL. Or like how Logan Paul, Jake Paul was. I didn't even get to talk about that whole Jake Paul fight versus the other guy. It was like the black guy. I don't know if it was an African American dude. No, I think it was actually from the motherland of Africa. I think it was like a dude from Nigeria or Ghana or something like that. So I think he might have been from Africa. This dude, I think it was like Alonzo Jordan. He ended up kicking the crap out of Jake Paul. Hopefully that wasn't scripted. Hopefully that actually really happened. It was a real fight and wasn't fake. Eventually somebody was going to kick his ass real hard. So I'm glad it wasn't, because I remember last year, the year before, 2023, 2024, like everyone was getting on Jake Paul's ass because they really hurt Mike Tyson. Like, he beat the heck out of him really hard, which he would have been in his prime. That dude, I never liked any of the Paul brothers. They were both full of shit to me. I never gave a crap about them. If they ended up passing away the next day, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't even do a video about it. Anyways, yeah, that's all I got from the out here. Let's switch about Zambolo College on side. That's it. And get real extra short fast here. Have a good day, have a good night, wherever you're other station where your channel, doing any industries, how many social drama news, all this stuff. Virtual video drama news, stay in the grind, stay easy for show. Stay some more feature India reaction cartoons, like reaction reviews to indie cartoons, video game industry trailer news, and Hollywood stuff from either animation or live action, reaction review trailers, and last but not least, stay in the grind, stay all the easy yourself. Peace out, my sauerkraut. See you in 2026. I'll talk to you guys soon. Exercise for cautious. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. I'm out. Goodbye.